Hey guys, we're Luke and Ash, and today we're shooting mini sessions. Early in our photography career, we were horrible at mini sessions. Not like we couldn't shoot the mini sessions, but like nobody booked the mini sessions. And I would say we tried
several times,
lots of times, and yeah, it did exactly that. It wasn't until honestly probably 2 years ago, really this last Christmas, that we blew up with our mini sessions. And we're gonna do a whole video here in the future on shooting Christmas mini sessions. Because obviously we're in June right now and it's not Christmas time, right?
No.
So that video will come soon. But we just want to walk you guys through how we do quick mini sessions, our process, how we do it, how much we charge, all the logistics for it, and all the fun things that make mini sessions happen.
So when we are thinking about mini sessions, we automatically know that we want to do mini sessions in the fall because everybody wants fall pictures, right?
What about spring, summer?
Well, when we first started, we started with the fall.
Oh, yeah.
Because again, we live in Colonial Williamsburg. We have beautiful falls here and everybody wants family photos.
Yeah.
So when we first started, that's where we decided we're gonna do fall mini sessions. And then that kind of morphed into let's do Christmas minis. And then here we are doing spring mini sessions. So you can do any season. It's just all about marketing and making sure that you have the audience there for it.
Yeah, so when we first started doing this, we did fall last year. It worked out pretty well. And then we went into Christmas, and like we said before, that's when it really blew up. For us, when we shoot our mini sessions, we keep the price low. We kind of find it a little bit more important to kind of get exposure than it is charging what you think you're worth or what the client might find that you're worth. If you're a really good photographer, you can kind of charge whatever you want, but there's got to be a price point where somebody's like, I'm not going to pay you $600 to shoot a mini session for 30 minutes or an hour.
They might be out there.
I don't know.
But we haven't found those clients.
And we aren't those photographers.
Yeah.
So we kind of kept our prices low, and we realized the best for us and our clients so far, the best time for a mini session is 20 minutes. You can do a 30-minute mini session. You can do less than 20 minutes. 20 minutes is perfect for families that have little kids, especially for the guys or the dudes that just don't really care to want to get their pictures taken. And they just want to hurry up and get this thing over with. So 20 minutes is like perfect enough time to get in, photograph, get things going, and then you're done. And everybody's happy and no kids are crying. You have their attention for the whole entire time. You don't have to bribe them with candy throughout the whole entire session. 20 minutes has been perfect, and we charge $100.
Yeah, and we knock them out like that. Yeah. Like I will say, shooting mini sessions, it's a lot of fun, but it is exhausting because you are just going. I mean, it's like a wedding day. You're just on your feet, going. And you have to be turned on the whole time. It's like, hey, we're so happy to see you.
All right, so point number 2 with all of this is the tech stuff. How do we make our mini sessions work? How can we be successful in all this? How can you be successful with this and make the booking process super easy, make your clients feel confident that they've booked you and know that they're gonna get a good product, and the whole entire front end of it is seamless? Because the worst thing that could happen for you is your front end sucks. People try to book you, the payments don't go through, and it's a weird booking onboarding process. And then your clients are like, I don't know, like, I get, EBGBs.
They get frustrated.
Yeah, they just kind of feel weird about it. Mm-hmm. Then they show up to the session already prejudging you about whatever, and it's just kind of a weird experience. So how can you make the front end of this simple, fast, easy, and trustworthy? So some of the things that we use and how we market ours is I like to use Calendly. Only because Calendly is really simple. We use a program called 17 Hats. They also have this type of calendar booking system integrated into it. We haven't yet used it, But we use Calendly. Calendly makes it really simple where you can go in and set up all your days that you want to do your mini sessions. We normally do 2 days. We'll do a Friday, Saturday, or a Saturday, Sunday, a weekend type thing. And then we'll book it kind of like starting around like 3, depending on the time of the year. Let's say we just finished up, so let's say May. We like to do ours starting around maybe 3 o'clock and then going until about 7:30 or whatever golden hour is, that last session. And we do 20-minute sessions. And then what we'll do is in Calendly, we'll set up our whole entire onboarding process inside of the section. Like, hey, this is where it's going to be located at. Here's where we're going to be at. This is our meeting spot. This is the time slots. Here's our information, our phone number, our email address. If you have any questions, click here. And what Calendly makes it really easy is that you can rebook or reschedule your mini session in those 2-day time frames. So I've had people say, hey, I booked you on Saturday. I want to move it to Sunday. Can I do that? I'm like, yeah, just click the little link from Calendly in your email confirmation. It reschedules it. Off you go if that time slot's available. If it's not available, obviously they got to choose something else or do something else. And once that's done, we have integrated Calendly to then take that email of that client and put it right into our email list. So part 2B of this whole entire thing is having an email list. So as soon as Calendly collects that information, their name and their email address is then dropped into our email list. We're going to use that email list next year or our next mini session to then remarket to people who've already come to our mini sessions. So now we have clients that have come to us for mini sessions. They've bought, their name goes into our newsletter email list for mini sessions. And the next time we do a mini session, we just have to email them, say, hey guys, we're doing mini sessions again. And you start building out this email list of clients who want to book you for mini sessions. The next thing that we do is what? Instagram, social media?
Yeah, I was going to tell you that one thing I really love about Calendly is we have integrated it with our calendar. So anytime someone books, I'm not having 2 calendars that I'm having to check. It automatically populates on our calendar their names as well as their time slots. So that's really nice. Yeah,
so you can go to that day, that Saturday, and you can start seeing who is what. Their information comes right over. Calendly has built that in. It syncs with iCalendar. We use iPhone for both of us, and it works perfectly. If you're a Google Calendar person, it works as well. Yeah, great point on that. Also, Calendly collects the money, most important. So we're charging $100 for a 20-minute session. We don't put a limit on how many pictures you get. We want to give you the best. We want to give our clients the best images that best represent them and us. On average, what do you think a person gets in 20 minutes?
Ooh, I didn't realize how many pictures that I can shoot in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But on average, probably about 30 images. 30. Sometimes even 50 images.
More. Oh, 50, okay.
Yeah, it just depends on the size of the family and how cooperative they are. But, when we first started hearing about mini sessions, we would hear, oh, you get 5 images or 10 images. So usually it's between 30 to 50 images because we shoot a lot, there's 2 of us, and we're just moving so much.
Yeah, and we just like to over-deliver, and it's kind of a bad thing for us.
It's not bad.
Well, it's not bad. It's just we just over-deliver it. It's a good thing for you as a client.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of extra work on our part, so we don't mind that. All right, so we've talked about the integration, Calendly, how we book the clients. It collects money. It schedules them onto your calendar. You're collecting email addresses for that so you can remarket to those people in the future. The next thing that we do is we just create a little thumbnail. Go into Canva and we create a thumbnail using some past images for mini sessions. We start creating a template. Hey, we're having mini sessions. These are the dates. Go check it out. We'll put that into our IG stories and Facebook, and then we have them go to our Instagram profile. I don't think we've really been pushing Facebook this last one. I think it was just mainly Instagram.
No, it's mainly Instagram. So we have it in kind of like our link tree where we'll have the link and we just push it that way.
Yeah, if you go to our Instagram, you can go see that in our profile. You can see how we kind of do it. We have actual thumbnails of images there. Instead of just having like a link like you could do on a website, we actually have thumbnails so you can kind of visually see things. I think that looks cool. Maybe it's like a little mini website.
We'll do another video for that.
Yeah, but if you go to our Instagram, you can see how that looks. So they'll click on that, and then with the program we're using lead pages. Right then and there, they click on the picture for the mini session, a little pop-up, Calendly pop-up, because it's integrated into lead pages, comes up, and then they can just book right then and there. That's not taking them to another website. It's not redirecting them. It's all built in really, really nicely. That's why I like Calendly so much and using it for our mini sessions.
Our clients like it too.
Yeah, the easier you could make your mini session booking onboarding process easy, the better, and I think more confident your clients are going to be like, all right, that was really good. I felt really good booking it. There were no hang-ups. I'm ready for my session, and then they show up and do their session.
Yeah. I was going to ask, or I'm sure people are wondering, what about rain dates?
Yeah, so one of the things that we do for rain dates, we're not that great at remembering all of our stuff here, is we've gotten lucky, knocking on wood everywhere, but if we pick a Saturday and a Sunday, we try to look at the following weekend for a rain date. If for some reason it doesn't work, it maybe happened once where like 1 or 2 clients or session slots were rained out and we were able to kind of just move around 2 or 3 people. It hasn't happened on a whole day.
Yeah, we have our Christmas minis that we're planning right now, and we've actually set aside a whole nother weekend. So if it rains on that weekend, and we're gonna have it in the wording in the description saying, this is your time slot for the next weekend. You have to agree to that. So if it rains out, then this is the following weekend where you'll be able to have your mini session at that same time slot. And if not, then you lose out because we're reserving that time for you. So that's a way to think about it and just kind of cover yourself as having rain dates as a backup. So that way your clients feel a little bit more comfortable scheduling that and knowing, hey, if it does rain, there's a backup.
Yeah. Let's see. Hopefully that answers that question. If you have questions about that, let us know. Locations. I think I'll let you talk about that, and then I'll talk about a little bit of logistics on locations.
So choosing a location is really important. Luke and I we love to give our couples options, and we just don't want to have them come to one spot and stay there. So whenever we're thinking about locations, we want to think about places where we can move around and get different looks, but stay in the same area because it's only 20 minutes. We don't want to be walking really far to the next place. So for example, we use Colonial Williamsburg a lot, and we are in Virginia. Yes, we are in Virginia, and we'll start like in a garden area, and then we'll just cross over the little cobblestone street and go to this other area, and it's giving the client 2 different looks and so much more variety, and the light changes obviously. So you're giving your couple more, and they're not expecting much. They know it's a mini session, they know it's 20 minutes, but when you're doing that, you are over delivering to your couple or your client, and they love it.
Yeah.
We do that. We found that out for our Christmas minis as well. When we styled it, we had this one location for outdoor, and then while we're shooting, we're like, we need another spot. 20 minutes is a lot to stay in one spot. So we like quickly styled like this door over here and moved props, and so we were able to give variety to the client.
Now, you may have a meeting location plans, like for us where we're at, and some of the behind the scenes that you'll see here. I'm going to be talking about where we meet our clients. So you don't want to meet your client a mile away and then walk over to your location. And especially if it's just you by yourself, then you got to come all the way back over here and meet the next client, 20 minutes later, because they book back-to-back sessions. And then you start dragging in the weeds and you're really behind your sessions. Obviously, we all know you'd probably have a second person that's kind of helping you, with logistics of that. But don't plan your session meeting location far away. Keep it kind of close. But the other thing too is you don't want your meeting location to be so close that the new people coming in are distracting you from the people that you're currently shooting. Because then you're like you see kids running around, and those kids over there are distracting these kids that you're shooting, and then you're like, oh my gosh, how do I keep all this
or you might
organized?
Know them already, and you want to say hi.
Of course, people want to walk up to you, hey, what's up? You're like, I'm shooting right now,
Yeah, so that's a good point.
Yeah.
Keeping the meeting session close by, but not close enough. Yeah.
Had a little yawn there that I had to kind of like get out. We're doing this in the evening time. Pricing, we talked about that, time of year, Calendly. So if you have an email list and you have these people on your email list, one of the great benefits about that is you can give them early bird pricing. and you can give them a discount and really only give it to those particular people. And then when you release your main pricing or your regular pricing to the main audience out there, they're gonna kind of get it at the regular price. So the people on your email list kind of get rewarded for being on your email list. That's why we kind of push it and try to get those people signed up. So give it time, that will grow, and eventually you'll start getting a couple hundred people on your email list, and that's a really warm market that you can start targeting and saying, hey guys, and you eventually just targeted those people because they're a warm audience. They're ready for your next mini session potentially. And then you can just market to them and they can tell their friends, and you book lots of mini sessions, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I hope that answers some of the questions you guys may have about just doing mini sessions in general, or how we kind of do mini sessions. And hopefully that maybe sparked an idea in your mind, like that can help tweak what you're already doing for mini sessions or improve. Or if you watch this and realize it wasn't any helpful, just click on to the next video. Yeah, any other thoughts?
No, good luck.
Good luck. All right, if you really enjoyed this video, if you liked us and how we just did our thing, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell so you can get notified when we go up or upload new videos. And we would love to have you guys join our community as we put new videos out. So until then,
Next time.
peace out.